Hello, and good evening and welcome. Um, I really do seem to be not doing very well with keeping up with my schedule of videoing. Um, I've been trying to think about what to actually do. It's been an interesting few days, week, yeah, week, isn't it? Uh, so a few days last week, I after one of the farm here asked me, I've been doing some work with my air rifle. Now, I know that some people are not so keen on what I was actually doing, which is pest control. But it's needed. I hadn't done any for quite a while. So it was a bit of sort of feral pigeon work. We ended up with probably 20 plus pairs around about the farm. And over a course of 3 days, I removed a few. It also moves them on a little bit. There's multiple reasons why people would ask you to do that. From them landing in the rafters above the machinery, the tractors, and covering everything in feces, to the health aspect, because they leave mess everywhere, and quite often their mess is containing the salmonella bug. So it's not good for people to be working around or having to deal with. It also can affect the animals, so the livestock as well, because they will go in amongst their feed and everything, and they don't mind where they leave their feces. So it's not good. But yeah, I did do some of that. I haven't done it for years. I did make sure before I went that I was sighted in and my eye was back in, as they say. So there's none that get wounded or left. They are all dealt with correctly. Anyway, enough of that. Apart from that, I'd forgotten how heavy the gun was and how much it made my arms hurt. My left arm in particular, because my left arm suffers from calcification of the tendons and muscle joints, muscle connection points, and it was feeling it after doing that for a day or two. But then it's inspired me to go out and put a table out and set up target and spend some time just doing target practice. Just doing something that lets my mind focus in on something. And I really enjoyed it again. I actually was able to do it. In the beginning of my journey with AS, I thought I was never going to be able to do that sort of thing again. So I'm really pleased that I was able to get into there again and do it again. Who knows, I might actually even get another thing of mine out again and do some more target work with that, which is a archery bow. That really will test my arm. But we shall see. We shall see. It's a bit almost the wrong time of year for it all, because the weather's going to be bad and the wind and everything. It'll make it harder. But on some nice days, maybe we'll have a go. What else has there been happening? Well, hydro this week. That was a really strong session. I actually, well, we did this thing where we ran around the pool, because it's only sort of chest deep. But my goodness, was it hard. I haven't run for years, and I really can feel it, but it felt really good to be able to run again, even if it was in the pool, which is helping because of the weight change while you're in there, the impact change, because of it's a saltwater pool, so you are buoyant, you're more buoyant in there. But in general, we had a really good session, and I really felt it. But it's not just about the exercise anymore. I'm actually really enjoying being there with the people, because there's the camaraderie starting to form. We're having a laugh. We're actually getting to know each other, and you can sort of talk about anything with each other, with us all there. It's really good. It just feels really good, and the feeling, the endorphin sort of feeling after you've been, I really like it. And that ties into the next bit that has happened today. Today I went and had, I think it was actually just over an hour of time, one-on-one with the physio from Hydro. So Beth sat and we went through stuff, and it was the first meeting like that. So it was more about her finding out where I'm at and where most of my problems are in my body, and talking. But what I never realised was that a specialised physio is as much about my mind and dealing with stress and emotions to do with the condition. I never realised that was what it would be about. It's almost like there's going to be things to do with the exercises and the body and everything, but also the mind as well, almost like a counsellor. It sounds crazy. It's almost like a little bit of therapy sort of a thing, helping you get your mind back into a mindset of I can do, rather than the one that I've had for a few years of I can't and life's over sort of feeling. So yeah, I think it was a good thing to do, to pay to have a private meeting. I've been told that there will be emails of homework and studying of things to do, to work to. I'm not even sure exactly what it'll be. I kind of have an idea from what was said, but we'll have to wait and see what comes, and we'll go through that. And then once I've worked through that, or as I'm working through that, I'll book another appointment as I can. But part of the upshot of today was there's nothing wrong with me trying to use the gym again. There is nothing wrong with me setting goals that are quite a lot higher than I realised. Even as such as things as trying to walk the Southwest Coast Path in sections, like over a period of time, even over a year. But to try and do that, walking clubs, not sure what sort of walking clubs there is. I mean, I suppose it'd have to be ones that are not like super fast and charging off, but it's more ideas. It was more about me learning to look more inside and sort of challenge myself to do more, whether it works out or not. So whether I go and do it and it becomes this thing that actually really isn't working, that it hurts too much or whatever, but then to look at how I can tweak what I'm doing to not be a painful, hurtful thing, but to also learn to not let that affect my mental state, because the AS is always going to be there. So it's to work out how to work around it rather than fighting it, I think. It was an awful lot to take on board. So we shall see. But it was very, very productive and thought-provoking. So if you are in the situation of having AS, or I suppose anything that's illness-wise like that, see about finding somebody that is like that, somebody specialising in your sort of area of illness. A specialist rheumatologist, physio. I didn't realise there was so much more to it. But that's been today. So that's good. We shall see where it goes. Tomorrow, well, it's a lunch club day, but before I go at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, I've got a Universal Credit phone call again. This time, apparently, it will be more in depth and actually mean something. I already had to put a PDF bank statement for 4 months to them, copies of my driver's license, all of those sort of things. Even though I went to the job centre and did it there, that was apparently for something different, and I have to do it again now, and I've done that, so that's all sent off. Where it's going to go, I have no idea. I suppose we've just got to keep our fingers crossed and say a little prayer that it all goes correct and all goes well. Yeah, I mean, other than that, it's just been dealing with the usual sort of aches and pains and a little bit of brain fog and stuff as I led up to my injection that was on Sunday. That's just gone. I really was struggling with that. As I got to the end of that cycle, it was really hard, but I was thinking about it and I did a lot leading up to that injection. I don't know if he came on camera then, but the cat was here. He's just slinked off. We're having a little problem though with him. Not that he's ill or anything, but there's another big tabby cat that's appeared on the farm, and it keeps coming and pinching his food, and nobody knows whose it is. But he's having to stand his ground, isn't he, and fights and things, which make you jump at night when they do it in the garden. But anyway, back to what I was on about with the brain fog, the fatigue and brain fog that came on. But because I've been hanging out with the people through the NAS group and hydrotherapy and that, this time I wasn't so bothered by it. I kind of like, it was like, okay, it's here again. I'm exhausted. I'm struggling, but let's keep pressing on and doing. And it was hard, but I came out the other end feeling like I wasn't governed by it totally. So, yeah. But hey, that's life. That's the way it goes nowadays. And thankfully, the group I'm with, part of now, are helping me understand that. And yeah, soon there'll be the new injections that arrive, but we'll talk about that and I'll show it when it arrives. And I think we're done. Oh, little man's come back. Let's show him on camera. Hey, come here. Ah. Hey. Yeah. He's a good lad. He's a good lad, really. And yeah. But anyway, as I said, I think that's us done for today. I know I said I would try and do Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos, but the brain fog and the bits and pieces and just things that were going on and the way I've been feeling, I just had no motivation. But I'm still here I'm still going to try. I'm still keeping on. And it sounds like I'm going to be motivated to try even harder. So keep watching. Let's see where we end up. We might be ending up doing some crazy adventure or something. And doing a bit of gym stuff. But don't worry, I'm not going to become one of those people that takes my camera to the gym and says, "Can you not get in the way? I'm trying to make a video." Nah. If I go to the gym, you ain't getting to watch me in the gym. That ain't happening. No, 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 no. But anyway, please like and subscribe. I'll catch you all again. So stay safe, be good, be well.